Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. It's another day of trucking for Dirt Perfect, and I'm excited. One, we're hauling the 120 out to its first job, so Mike can use it, and we'll see how the repairs went from Herb Equipment. Number two, I get to spend it with you guys. Look at that. Actually remembered a rag today to check the oil. Day's off to a pretty daggone good start if you ask me. And the oil looks great. Of course, we'll check the coolant and the other shenanigans as well. Keep that puppy dog polished. And I've got some questions for you guys. Just things I've been genuinely curious about when it comes to the subscribers to the channel. Of course, we gotta do both sides. There we go. We'll just stick that there. I do have to start off with a couple thank yous. For the ones who watched the previous video, and I measured the width of the tracks, and I said 9'10" when the tape measure clearly said 8'10", to the ones that gave me the benefit of the doubt, I appreciate that. I truly do. The other thank you I want to point out, check this out. I got to find a place to put it. Jeff from Muddy Feet Concrete Pumping, info card, link in the description, came by. He came up to be a part of Dirt Perfect's surprise birthday party. You guys saw that. He gave me a t-shirt while he was up in town. And that's pretty awesome. So Jeff, thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. He also gave me a fire patch as well. Be sure you guys get over and check out Muddy Feet Concrete Pumping. It's worth the watch. I promise you that. Let's get this thing going. We got lights and flags and a banner. That is great. I think we're ready to go. First question for you guys. Where are you from? Where are you at watching this right now? I gotta know. Not too bad. See the creek on the right side, water's up just a little bit, a little muddy. And to your left, you'll see the 850. Hey buddy, if the day goes good, I'll come back for you. Decisions. Here's my thought process. If I pull in, I can back right back out onto the curb and keep on going around to the right on my way out. But I gotta have enough room to get the track off the back and stay on the stone since it's muddy. Let's see. Let's try it. While we're getting this thing offloaded, question number two for you guys. And I'm just curious. Now that we know where you're from, what do you guys do for a living? I had a guy email me the other day, said he's a lawyer. That is not the market I thought I was going after. I'm happy you're here and watching, but I just didn't expect that. So I'm kind of curious, what's everybody do for a living? Rain's not too bad this morning, just a little bit of a drizzle. Little drizzle, that's all. The only thing I've got, a cable line above me. You guys see it right there? I don't know where it's at on the screen. Look in here, there's a cable line. We gotta watch that, but other than that, should be okay. Gotta be careful on those wet decks. That is for sure. they're slippery. I know some people are going to ask why he took this to Herb Equipment as far as what was getting worked on. The fast track, like the track speed, and the auto idle were not working. I don't know the details of it. Stay tuned to Mike's channel. He'll explain all of it. And I did mess around with it just a little bit whenever I loaded it up there. Tracked around in both speeds. They both seemed to work. And then ran the idle up with the auto idle on, and then waited and it idled itself down like it's supposed to. But that was just loading and unloading. The real test is going to be when he actually gets the bucket in the dirt or into the trees, which is what he's doing here. Then we'll see if it's actually working right. But fingers crossed. Now, if my pre-planning worked out right, we should just be able to ride out that way. House actually, and I get to show you guys something new that showed up, which is kind of exciting. We'll get a couple more pieces of equipment loaded up. I got a couple more questions, and we'll just keep on doing the trucking thing like we do. Go ahead and give you something to comment about here real quick. There you go. You're welcome. And then we're headed up to Mike's house. We're picking up the 85, and then we're going to pick up an International tractor. This Case International is the next thing. It's got to go to the dealer. It's got a laundry list of problems. You got to get the mulcher detached first. You got questions about that? Well, you go ask Dirt Perfect. I'm not going to give away anything on that yet, other than the fact, you know, you see it. But questions go to him. This thing has a laundry list of problems. I'll read them off to you real quick. I gotta tell the dealer these problems when we get there, so I'll just go ahead and tell you. It'll be like practice. He says after it warms up, shuttle shift no longer shifts. You gotta cycle the clutch to get it to shift, which kind of defeats the purpose of having the old shuttle shift. The other thing, the PTO cable is broke. That's not great. And the four-wheel drive doesn't work. So, you know, all the things that make a tractor are not working on the old International. This is his family's farm's tractor, if that makes sense. This is the tractor that kind of stays at the family farm. They use for piddly stuff to help maintain the farm. So we're gonna get that hauled to the dealer for them today so they can get it fixed. See if we can get this thing detached. There we go. Came off easy enough. Let's go ahead and get this stuff unhooked while it's not running, and then we'll fire it up. Set it over out of the way. Now this all relies on it actually starting for us. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. It's got to be neutral. Let's try that. There we go. Oh. Parking brake. It's off. just store it next to the refrigerator. That seems like the good spot to do it. Sure. That's a good pen. I like that. Creative. Maybe we can hang it up off this top pin. Let's try to keep that thing up out of the mud, you know what I mean? What if we did this? What if we did this? Oh yeah, that'll work. Run that through. Pull it right through. Oh yeah. That'll work. I don't see any problem with that. One of my favorite things is about a year ago I put a video out when we got those speed binders, and I had a lot of people say, you won't be using them within a year, you'll hate those things. No, we're still using them. Not only are we using them, we bought more. We love them. They work great. And if you get a good setup for it, like that, it doesn't get any easier. I just love it. I love it. Every now and then I'll have people comment that if we get a leaf blower, we throw that broom away and never use it. And I agree, when it's dry out, the leaf blower does great. And for a while we had one on the truck, but we ended up taking it off and going back to the broom, and it's this stuff right here is the reason why. When it's wet, the leaf blower doesn't do much for us. But that broom, does a great job with that wet stuff. Excuse me, sir. No free rides. 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bucket. We gotta get something that goes right there next. I'll grab some lunch real quick. I'll hit the road. We're after the 85. Yes, sir. Check this out. This is what I was hauling in the other day, though. See that fancy bucket? See that fancy thumb, huh? No, he said I could take it. He said, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Okay. Okay, anywho, from Work Brow, they sent down a bucket and a thumb, look at this thing, to put on this machine for Dirt Perfect to try out. Pretty slick too, I might say. And the cool thing is, if you guys saw the last video where I was changing the tire on the trailer, you might have heard some beating and banging going on in the shop behind me. That was Workbrow and Hyundai down here, and Dirt Perfect, all three of them together, making a video of installing this bucket and thumb and kind of talking about the history of the company and that kind of thing. It should be a really good video. Stay tuned, Dirt Perfect's page. You guys know it'll show up there eventually. What I'm personally excited about is Chelsea and I have a top secret project. At the end of this month, we have a top secret project, and we're hoping this is the machine we get up there to get the job done. I'm dangling the carrot, you know what I mean? There's big stuff coming, just trust me. There's big stuff coming. Don't need to take any of that with us. Don't need that much throttle either. Let's back her down a little bit, bud. I am curious, we are tracking uphill up the driveway. I'm just curious, we'll give it a little bit more. Let's see what our travel speed does. Yep. She'll do rabbit mode uphill, that's pretty slick. Visibility in this thing is pretty daggone sweet. No doubt about it. Run the ramp up real quick. The boom's going to be sitting on the beaver tail. Okay, I've got to measure this front glass. How am I going to do this? You guys are going to have to... Don't worry about what's holding you. Just know it's going to be okay. 32.5 inches. Holy cow. And I'm reading the tape measure right today. 32.5 inches wide. Daggone it, bud. That's a nice piece of glass. That is crazy. If you guys have excavators, this question is more towards the people that own excavators or run excavators. What's your front glass measure? And what's it on? I'm just curious. That is... Just the visibility in this thing just blows me away. How you doing? There's one thing I will point out. I do wish there is a handle right here, but you can see the mirror's kind of in that path of travel. And the other day I accidentally grabbed this. That is not a handle. That is for the sunshade, which we figured out. Handy. And there is a handle here, but it's kind of small. I wish there was a little bit bigger handle to hold on to whenever you hop out of the thing. But so far, that is my only complaint. Boom, blade, two corners. Those are still tight. Those are still tight. That's still tight. Let's go. I do believe we are about to lose our sunshine. That's okay. We'll make the best out of it. Yeah, alright, there's the D4 sitting there. I guess, whoops, easy there, Jake Break. I guess we're just going right here. Works for me. We'll just offload right on the road. That arrow seems to point both ways. Okay. We'll try it. What's the worst that could happen? You'd think they'd come up with a better way to do that.
There is.
You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be neat?
It would be.
Oh my gosh.
You got any extra? You got extra ones of those? You wanna loan them out?
No, I'll talk to you later, man. That is, he already has a skid steer off, put the tractor on. His name's Leo. He was the one that came through Derby the other day and had that spank new 97-2 and was nice enough to let us take some pictures to play some jokes on you guys. See if I can get out here without hitting anybody. I cannot afford any of the things on this lot, so. Mike and Jerry are actually already up where we dropped the 120 off this morning. They were both up running the 120 and 140. He said he would run down and help me get this 850 loaded. Mainly just because the condition of the field right now. Hopefully it goes smooth, but. Oh, he's out here, got it running and everything. Heck yeah. There's Farmer Chris. Well, we got the whole gang down here. We got the whole gang down here.
I stole Captain's camera. We're gonna count how many attempts it takes to get him in there. I'm going with 3. What are you guys going with? Comment below. He's already had 1. You guys are stuck on the door for the 1, so this is 2. If he takes out Jerry's truck, we'll all be in trouble. He may make it. He can get her far enough, he can get her turned to go the other way. Oh, he's got her frame locked. All right. Yeah, I think you're all right though if you want to keep going. It's just sitting right on top of it.
That looks really good. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. That's perfect, man. Truck's perfect.
It's here to save the day, Captain.
I appreciate it. There's the county. They follow us around to make sure we don't tear up their bridges. So Mike's unchaining things and doing the stuff I'm supposed to be doing, but while he's doing that, we've talked about frame locking before, and this was a great example with the bank and the turn and everything going on. Frame locking, if you don't know, is when this frame makes contact with that frame. And what happens is, you guys see that the way the truck was twisted when it's coming in? Sometimes this frame will get up inside here, and then you can't make your turn because of that. See where the paint's been rubbed off before? That's suspicious. We'll get stuck on the inside of this, and you'll get something twisted. That's frame locking, and that's what we talked about when we were doing that. And when it comes to frame locking a truck, well, I'd much rather have Mike do it than me. You know what I mean? Not my truck. Simple as that. How's it? How's it?
Why are you creeping on me?
Getting ready to pull out of here, and I'm hoping we have enough time to go get the CD500 and preload the skid steer. We're supposed to move the skid steer and some other stuff tomorrow, but I'm hoping I can get it preloaded so that, you know, save me a little time in the morning. You guys know what that means, obviously. But the next question I have for you guys is, how did you find the channel? Did you hear about it through Dirt Perfect, through another channel? Were you just searching something and stumbled across it? Sorry about your luck. And what do you like about the channel? I'm just curious. I am humbled but confused all at the same time of why there are 27,000 people watching this channel. It's confusing, I'm not gonna lie, but also very humbling, like I said. Hello, sir, how are you? Have a good day. I hope he does. Looks like he had a big smile on his face. Anyway, I'll meet you guys back at the lot. I'll be honest, I'm fighting motivation right now, but sometimes you just have to go. You know what I mean? You just have to get in and go. I already checked oil, so we're good there. Let's do it. We'll just sit here for a minute. We knew. They're just get off of it for a second. Let's widen these out. That's better. A while back, somebody suggested in the comments that we try backing the skid steer on the trailer, and I thought they were crazy, but I did try it a couple times, and I have to say I do like it. I've started backing the skid steer on the trailer. I don't know why it's easier, but it does seem easier. Out of the back, I don't know if you can see, but see the vents right there in the back. If I line that little fella right there with the center of the trailer, it stays pretty true. If you look real close, you can see through the sprocket holes to see the trailer on both sides. You look real close down through there, and obviously, you can see right there as well. It's really not too terrible. I'm not sure it's faster to load, but it's definitely faster to offload, and it feels more stable. There's not as much rocking around. Like I said, the most time-consuming part's just getting lined up in the beginning, but if I line that one piece on the back up with this seam right here, which is the center of the trailer, that's what I did, and it seems fairly close to center. I don't know. The crazy thing about fluid film, just like loading the skid steer backwards, we learned this from the comment section as well. It is amazing how much we've learned by having YouTube channels. It's just unbelievable. You gotta know how to filter through the comments, don't get me wrong, but we learned a lot. Corners, boom, yep, and just a binder straight from the loose bucket down to the side. Same on that side. So we got the truck back down here just fine. Skid steer all loaded up. In the morning I've got to take the skid steer off, grab the power rake that's over there. Actually, I may just do it with, wait, nope, the loader's not here. Okay, that was a fun discovery. I will take the skid steer off and load the power rake. That's rambling. That doesn't matter for this video. That'll be a following video. I just want to say, if you participated in the questions and you answered everything and left it in the comments for me to read, I do appreciate that. And I did that for a reason. Mike and I have been talking about this, and Mike just had a surprise 40th birthday party, and several people came into town for it. And I was fortunate enough to be off work and be able to go over and hang out with some of those guys for a little bit. I had an awesome time, and it comes up every time when we talk about what do we appreciate and like about YouTube most. And the answer is always the same: the opportunities it gives you and the people you get to meet, like Jeff from Muddy Feet Concrete Pumping. Sorry about that, Jeff. And Muddy Feet TV from down in Texas. I'd have never known Jeff even existed if it wasn't for YouTube, and now I've got a shirt and I got a handshake, and I met the guy and talked to him for a little bit, and it was awesome. And it really is a channel worth going to check out. And Leo over there at Hope Equipment, who hauls their equipment for him, I'd have never known who that was. Just a guy that hauls equipment anytime I ever pulled in there. But now I got a name and a handshake with it, and it's just awesome. It's just so cool. You don't get that. I don't know another platform where you get that kind of experience, and just being able to share experience and knowledge from other parts of the country and other parts of the world on how everybody else hauls equipment or does excavation or builds ICF steamboats. You know, a lot of tips about the ICF steamboat building and that kind of thing. It's an incredible thing. It truly is. And I guess after hanging out with everybody for the short time I was able to spend there at Mike's for his birthday party, just kind of reminded me how amazing this whole YouTube thing really is. It's been a wild ride, and I'm glad you guys are tagging along for that ride. Chelsea and I both are incredibly appreciative of it. Like we said, we've got some big stuff coming up on the channel. We are pouring the ICF YouTube yacht walls at the end of May. That is confirmed, affirmative, 100% go at the end of May. We still have to do a few little punch list items, so that'll be a video coming up. I've walked to the end of the lot. We gotta go back this way. And we pulled the trigger on something. We didn't think we were gonna do it, but an opportunity came up and we said, let's go for it. But we promised ourselves we'd get the walls poured first before we jump into it. So it's gonna be another month until you get to see what it is. But I promise you, it is exciting and it is just as cool, if not cooler, than the YouTube yacht itself. It just kind of fell into us and fell into our laps, and we're pretty excited about it. That's enough rambling for today. It really is. I got stuff to do. I gotta pick the kiddos up from school, probably get some ice cream, because why wouldn't you? And as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.